Happy Tuesday. My name is Crystal. We're live at the Fit Factor studio. I am going to talk about something really exciting today. Today we're going to be talking about success. So I subscribe to so yeah, they're jamming out in there, and I actually listened to this amazing podcast about this news anchor. Her name is Kelly. So Megyn Kelly, actually she's the news anchor at Fox News, and she started the Kelly Files. So she's been pretty much a lawyer for like 9 years, and then she decided to finally become a journalist. So she shared some insights, on how we can really step up to our edge. And personal development is like my jam. So I want to share a few tips on how we can step up to our edge, how we can settle for more instead of less. All right, sound good? Okay, let's get started. Great. So the first thing is just a self-assessment. We make a lot of decisions like every single day. Decisions like what to eat, what to wear, and hi Jennifer. So pretty much all these decisions we make, it's and I've even said this in my class, that pretty much in a day or even just in a morning, someone can make like 100 decisions. So how can we make the best decisions? Because even as a mom, like you, Jennifer, or like honestly, like just even waking up in the morning and it's like, do I wear the red shirt or do I wear the blue shirt? It's like all these little things. And so number one is to just start. We can overanalyze and do our research. And I know Joanna has this amazing, she does this workshop on colors and our personalities. And I am like a green personality, so I can most of the time tend to overthink things. I don't know if you guys can identify, but yeah, I'm like the person that will shop forever, especially online is like a nightmare, because I'm always like checking all the bargains, all the fine print, all the stuff, too much analyzing. So in order to make the best decision, number one is to just start. Okay, you just gotta start it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I know sometimes people want to be the perfectionist, but in this situation, you just want to maximize your time and just get it going. And then the second thing is you just want to trust your gut. Apparently in your gut, there's like 1 million nerve cells. Isn't that crazy? There's like 1 million nerve cells in your gut, and this actually provides information to you on what is true to you. So trust your gut. It's scientifically proven that your gut, there's like truth in there, okay? So number one, start. Number two, trust your gut. And honestly, don't be afraid to fail. Sometimes we don't make the right decisions, or sometimes we don't even make it's called like analysis paralysis, right? We'll like wait forever to like do something because we're like afraid to fail. But according to Megyn Kelly, I'm gonna refer to her, there's a little picture there. I'm sure a lot of you guys seen her on Fox News. She's an amazing woman. Be more than happy to share this podcast. It's also on Success Magazine. But she actually said, don't be afraid to fail, take risks, try new things. And she said she's probably made more failures than successes in her career. So, if you fail, there's always a new thing you can do, a new direction you can try. So she actually is the author of Settle for More. So she's written a book, and she talks about like how to find your zone of genius. Really fascinating, right? Like, what is the zone of genius? So she describes it as, when she was a lawyer, she was a lawyer for I think like 8 or 9 years, and she loved it. She loved it. She was mentally challenged by it, and then she kind of like hit this plateau where she was not that excited to be a lawyer anymore. So that's when she became a news anchor. And she says the zone of genius is when your passion and your strengths essentially meet. So I was just like, that is really awesome, because how many of us are doing jobs that we're not really passionate about, right? So we strive for excellence a lot of the time, when in fact there is this zone where your strengths and what you're actually good at, kind of like Megyn Kelly, she loves looking at a story, looking at a million things that are going on in a story, like let's say like when she was covering the campaign for Trump. All these things that are going, and then compiling that into like 3 bullet points. That's like her strength, and she loves it. That's her passion. So that's her zone of genius, and that's why she loves what she does. So yeah, so I mean, she talked about a lot of things though, like, oh, another thing I want to talk about is, and it's crazy because she talks about it, and another friend sent me a podcast on this, is the upside to stress. Sometimes we think that stress is this terrible thing, right? That it's just like, oh, gotta get rid of the stress, gotta get rid of the stress. But in reality, it's our mindset, how we can really overcome the stress to get stronger. So yeah, like I think our perspective and our mindset on things can really shift a lot in the way we show up in life. So what is one thing, just to like bring this all home, like what is like one thing that you'd like to do? Starting from this moment, maybe tomorrow, just visualize with me in the morning, what is one thing that you'd like to do? That maybe you're like, man, I really wanted to, you know, start a business, or I really wanted to start running in the morning, or whatever that thing is, what is one step to get you towards that? So visualizing, I use a lot of like visualizations all the time. So let's say I wanna run. So the night before, and I know a lot of people that are millionaires and very successful in the business where they do this all the time, even when they're stuck in traffic. They visualize themselves actually running the marathon, or actually, you know, maybe seeing that 6-figure in your bank, right? You know, like I feel like a lot of us, let's be real here, you know, I'm a yogi, and just as much as anyone else, we need money to do things, to create, right? So I feel like a lot of us are maybe scared to maybe be like, okay, well, I deserve an extra maybe $2,000 for this project that I'm doing, you know? Like even for me, like I'll do things like house sit for friends, and I think that it's hard for us to believe that when we're doing all these things, that before our, you know, before like pretty much like today, just driving here, it's easy to get overwhelmed, right? Kind of like Kelly and how she's a news anchor, and kind of like when all this information is overwhelming us. So I think with any goals, in order to be successful with anything, is just to simplify, okay? Number one, just to simplify, to get it started. Listen to your gut, have fun, don't be afraid to make mistakes. All right, guys, this is Crystal again, and thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer, for joining, and anyone else that may be listening later. This is one of my favorite topics is personal development, so feel free to reach out to me, or yeah, I have this CD by Success Magazine, and so yeah, just message me, email, comment, love all that stuff. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.